Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024. But before we check out the charts, I just want to ask you to please click like, share, subscribe, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos, just like the daily Tesla and daily NVIDIA reports, daily analysis in the SPY, daily analysis in the Triple Q, weekly analysis in the S&P 500 index, the NASDAQ 100 index, and Apple stock, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor, always looking for 20% moves or more on those underlying stocks. And you get to see all of this for free. We offer a 5-day free trial up front. So check out wickedstocks.com. Let's jump into the charts. I'm going to start with this one because there's a lot to talk about here, and that is the settlement yesterday, Tuesday, below the 119.50, a 2-week channel bottom, better part of 3 weeks, really, that can contain daily buying pressures, and below which we are expecting today the 112.42 to 113.32 region, which is an extreme channel bottom using the same set of highs, as well as a rising 2/3 speed line using the September low against that recent high from late last week. 112.42 to 113.32 can contain weekly selling pressures, and from here we can round back up to 119.50, possibly on an intraday basis, 125.89 within 3 to 5 days, and in fact, holding above 112.42, I do see some variation of the 133.01 formation over the next 2 to 3 weeks. And yes, by the end of October, I doubt it. But as we continue into November trade, the 143.83 formation in reach, holding above the 112.42 to 113.32 area. So day traders can buy 112.42, 13.32, take profits at 119.50. 3 to 5 day swing traders can buy 112.42 to 13.32 in anticipation of 125.89. Once again, 2 to 3 week swing traders can buy into that 112.42 to 113.32 area in anticipation of some variation of 133.01. I say some variation because, of course, if we were to test this lower area today, the channel top that we find at 133.01 would get reconstructed, and it would have a lower rate of ascent. It would not be rising at such a steep pace, but it would still be, I suspect, in the low 130s and climbing. And so that is kind of the upside. That does cover the upside. If we were to close today below 112.42, that is a get short strategy through next week. This could be a 2 to 3 week sell signal with a moderate I was going to say inflation, a moderate volatility. So if we close today below 112.42, I see no good reason to be long Nvidia as we continue into later October. I would expect the upper 90s, this 98 even descending channel bottom, combined with the trend line at 99.17, well equipped to contain selling through the balance of October trade and well into November. From here, we can round back up to channel resistance. Channel support 98 even, channel resistance nothing more than the trend lines that are now presently in, I'm going to guess, kind of the mid 120s and dropping. So, if we close below 112.42, no good reason to be long the market. If you're long now, and you might be following the testing over the last couple of days of 119.50, which we closed below, of course, and I've been mentioning how if we close below 119.50, I'm not expecting an excessive sell-off. I'm expecting a 1 or 2 day sell-off into the 112.42 to 113.32 region, which once again can contain selling through next week. And once tested, we can round up into even the lower 140s as we move into November trade. But if we close below 112.42, we have a 1 to 2 week sell signal into the upper 90s where profits can be taken on a short position. If we close below 112.42, you may consider reaching for 98 strike out of the money puts that don't expire for a month or so. I consider that to be a 1 to 2 week play to the downside where profits can be taken and long entry made. At that point in time, I will be apprising you of the location of channel resistance. And so as we slip into the upper 90s, if we slip into the upper 190s, 90s, signaled with a settlement below 112.42. At that point in time, if you're short, profits can be taken. Maybe you're not short. Maybe you're just looking to bottom pick the market in the upper 90s, and that could mean reaching for 120 strike, for instance, out of the money calls that don't expire. This would be a 3 to 5 week play, so I would go, 2 to 3 months out on that expiration. But I'm way ahead of myself right now. Let's go back to the upside and talk about the 119.50 formation, merely closing above 119.50. Good low for the week, 125.89, then likely tomorrow, where a daily high can be placed, as was the case late last week. And if we were to close above 125.89, I would anticipate within several days, 3 to 5 days, this 133.01 channel top. But I will also say that just bottom picking the 112.42 to 113.32 region, you should allow for the lower 130s within 2 to 3 weeks. But the 119.50 level is a day tradable level. If we close above 119.50, 125.89 likely within a day or two. If you're looking to play the long side over the 2 to 3 week time frame, you're bottom picking 112.42 to 113.32. But I will say, and it is a little chancy, but if we close back above 119.50, I think we have a good low for the week. There's a lot of time left for the market to continue north, and I think you could play the long side not only on a 2 to 3 day basis back to 125.89, but I really think on a kind of a 1 to 2 week basis back up to 113.31. Certainly a close above 125.89 is clarifying the longer term, the bull move that can play out following, that I'm expecting above 112.42. I don't know how else to say it. It's difficult to verbalize this stuff right now at any time and break it down into the day trade, 3 to 5 day, 2 to 3 week, 2 to 3 month framework without overlapping and confusing one time frame for the other. So I really appreciate if you're sticking with me in these videos, and I'm attempting to extrapolate those different time horizons that are all very valid. I know some of you are day traders, some of you are swing traders. You're covering 3 to 5 days. Some of you are kind of more 2 to 3, 3 to 5 weeks, and that is sort of your trading style, your trading time horizon. And I don't want to take you out of one and put you in another. I want to keep you exactly where you're comfortable. And so I come to you with the time frames. In other words, I tell you about the day trade, selling 119.50, buying back at 112.42, buying 112.42, selling 119.50 as a day trade. The 3 to 5 day swing trade, buying 112.42, selling 125.89, and as a 2 to 3 week swing trade, buying 112.42 and holding out for the low 130s. This level will change, and we'll keep you apprised of that day to day. Inversely, last thing I'm going to say, if we close today below 112.42, we have, I think, probably a good high through the rest of October, because the next 2 to 3 weeks should fall into the upper 90s, as I've already said. I'm going to leave it at that. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. I'll be back tomorrow with Thursday's NVIDIA report, and you have a great evening.